Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Eva and I am Mommy with the Money. In my channel, we are trying to get out of debt. We're zero-based budgeters and we're cash envelope stuffers. In this video specifically though, we are going to be using money from my 3 completed savings challenges towards my long-term, which in my long-term for the most part is holiday stuff that we have going on. Or envelopes. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. This is $150. So 50, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. So we have my long-term binder. Let's see, for everything, they're gonna get $10. $10. We're just gonna keep it at that, $10. So $10. Hopefully I have enough change. All right, so what is this? Summer was at 45 and we are depositing 10. So it should be at 55 and we will double check. So I have 20, 40, 45, 50, and 55. You know what? I'm gonna make some change because I'm gonna need it. There we have it. It is in the evening right now. I'm getting ready to go lay down. And fall, let's see what we have. Has 20 to 25. I'm gonna add 10. So let's see, plus $10 to 35. Every time I say my intro, it always reminds me of that lady that's on Instagram that says, you've reached the one and only Maria Bone. I hope you guys know who I'm talking about. 100, 220, 25, 30, 35, so 235. And she's the one into like all that old school hip hop. Like, dang, my music became old school, you guys. The other day, my daughter was talking about, you know, back in the olden days. And I was like, girl, she's 4, right? And I was like, girl, the olden days, don't address me like that. 20, 30, 35, 40. And I've just been noticing like more people been calling me ma'am. And I was like, dang, what happened to the miss or anything like that? Like, no, I don't get none of that. Oh my gosh. I told my son, I'm like, babe, you know, I'm 29. And then he's like, no, mommy, I hear you when you make your money videos. You're not 29. So 20, 30, 35, 40 in New Year. He's like, I know you're not 29 because you always say you're 30 something. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm gonna start lying about my age. You know what I'm saying? All right, Valentine's Day, I have 20, 30, 35, 40 now. I don't know why some of these envelopes have trackers and the others don't. All right, next one is St. Patrick's Day. Same thing. I have 20, 30, 35, and 40. Let's see. 40. Easter. $10. I'm going to my mother-in-law's for, you know what? I might be running out of change. So let me make some change. I will give me a 20 instead in Easter. So I have 20, 40. I'm going to my mother-in-law's for Thanksgiving. She is such a good cook and I'm so excited. Thanksgiving is so far away and I'm already thinking about it. My goodness. All right, safety with this one. I'll switch out the 10 for a 20. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Sorry, guys. I'll take that back. So I'm going to have 20, 30, 35, and 40. And this is just because every once in a while, for every holiday, like I have to buy something. Whether it's a meal or Easter baskets for the kids or for St. Patrick's Day, you kind of go out and you might have a drink or two or a couple. And so all that. So I have 20, 30, 40 in 4th of July. No, Father's Day. Woo! Almost missed my Father's Day. Here we go. let me see, 4th of July right here. I'm gonna add, yeah, I think at this point I really need to start making change. So 2040, fireworks are kind of expensive too. So you gotta save up for things like that, and slow and steady, and you'll get there. Sorry, my knee is folded. I'm almost done with my Christmas shopping, except for my in-laws. I don't know what to get my mother-in-law. Like, she literally has everything she wants and needs, and in between, you know? So I just don't know what to do about it. What are you guys getting your mother-in-law's? 100. And she's just such a, like, 50, 70, 90, 95, 100. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very blessed with the mother-in-law I was given, because she, like, does not overstep her boundaries. You know, she's very smart. She's very good. Like, I love her. And honest, when I was going to college, well, here's another story time moment, you guys, okay? When I was going to college, she helped me so much. So I was stuck at a job where we were working like minimum 55 hours a week, right? And it was my husband and myself, and we only had my son Diego, the one that's 8 years old now, right? And for those of you who don't know, my 22-year-old is my stepson. So he's always been with his mom. And back to school 20, 30, 30, 40, 45, 50. And so what was I saying? Oh yeah, well anyways, so I decided to go back to school because I just didn't want to work so many hours, and I figured, you know, we just got to make the leap somehow. You know, we got to get out of this situation we were stuck in, because we would have to drive home and it would take us so long. We were in traffic for like an hour and a half, 2 hours on a daily basis. We weren't spending as much time with my son, and just like all of that. But this lady, she was such a saint, and that's the only way I know how to describe it, because she would watch my son while he was a baby and a toddler, right? And then she would make sure that we had food. So she would cook and send us home with, like, you know, she would feed us when we get there, and then she would send home food for the other person, plus our lunches. And I am eternally, eternally grateful to her, because I would not be making the kind of money that I'm making now, me or my husband. We would not have the opportunities that we have now had it not been for her and helping us out. And I know it's not easy. She's an older woman. It's not easy to run around behind a little toddler and everything. So she really did the best that she could. And just the way I was able to go back to work, because she's just always been there, is such a blessing. And you know that she's always gonna have a special place in my heart. And yeah, so that is my mother-in-law. She is the sweetest and everything. And no, I'm not crying, I'm just congested. But yeah, I hope you guys have a person in your life like her, because I could not ask for anything better. You know, my family is very little, and I know that some things are taught and some things you grow into, and you know, some families just don't have that dynamic. So I'm not gonna say that my family was very, like, you know, close and affectionate. And we've always just been very small and stuff. But anyways, like, my mother-in-law, she was just there for us, and she's always been there for me, I feel. Whether it's for my husband or my son, and then I just kind of get the whatever's left, it doesn't matter. It's just, I just know that I would not be where I'm at had it not been for the enormous amount of help that she provided for us. So for Christmas, I haven't pulled out I did buy Christmas gifts, but I have not pulled out the money yet. But now I'm at $725. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 710, 20, and 25. All right, and there we have it. We have stuffed all my holidays, and we are doing so well on this, and I'm very happy how our long-term binder is going so far. And Thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. If you're new to my channel, I hope you consider subscribing. And if you're not new and you're returning, you know, I always appreciate you guys being here. I love the support you guys give me. It's always good vibes over here. Understand that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for spending some time with me, and take care. Bye, everyone.